Welcome back. This is Cry Wolf playing Dawn of Man. Welcome, welcome. We just researched plows and are starting to build plows. We are going to probably finish all the tech in the Bronze Age, hopefully this episode, and work our way towards the Iron Age. Let's just get started. And we've got enough. Oh, really only for one. We need to prioritize that. Although we are in spring with planting going on right now. Oh, buddy. Yeah, we've got a lot of planting to do. Thankfully, we have enough food that, if we are unable to get to all of our planting, that it's not really going to be an issue. And again, animals dying of dehydration for apparently no reason. Let's take a look around, see if we have any orcs we can collect. We are seeing some animals that are falling into our hunting trap. It's always a nice thing to see. Let's grab this. They're building the stone circle. Alright, I'm glad we didn't miss it. Excellent. This is going to hopefully make our immigration go way, way, way up. Hopefully. This is good. This should mean that our villagers are better able to deal with workload, because they're not dealing with the megaliths. Those megaliths can take a couple of people out of commission for quite a while. Awesome. So we got 3 knowledge points for that second stone circle. My brother is asking to view the stream. Yeah, let me just pause the game and get a stream up. Hopefully the video quality does not suffer. Let's see, what Discord do I want to go in? Hey, how's it going, Trent?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. I'm actually recording for YouTube right now.
Oh.
So, I don't know if they're going to be able to hear you because I've never pulled a Discord person watching my stream into a live recording. So,
Well, I guess we'll just find out then.
Guess so. So, basically, because you're pretty new to this game, Trent, this is the town that I'm building. I started off with my first huts around this row here. Can you see my mouse, or is it?
Is this the same save that you showed me the first time?
No, this is a different save.
Oh, looks pretty similar.
Because I build pretty similarly. What I'm struggling with in this game is the ability to gather cattle. I do have 9 males that are adults, but only 2 females. So what I'm struggling with is gathering enough cattle and being able to produce enough cattle for plowing. I just got plows. So that's kind of been the struggle of the stream recently. And for whatever reason, my animals seem to be dying of dehydration and starvation for seemingly no reason. It's pretty cool. So. Yep. So. It's our first plow.
Interesting.
I think we go
Do you
ahead
always
and
start like on a river and right next to mountains?
um, sometimes you can start either like on a river or near a river or near like a lake, but generally you have to start somewhere near water. Here's a lake over here, because there's no way for your people to like collect water if they're not near water.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So there's a young male. We don't really want a young male. We want females. So for those of you who are not aware on YouTube, old males can breed with adult females and produce offspring. So having old males is fine. Ideally, we want to at least get some young males or adult males in there to just keep the herd healthy. But generally, you want to have, like I said in the last episode, 2-to-1 ratio of male to females in your herd populations. Yeah. So, what else is going on in this game that you might be interested in, Trent? Don't really know. So you haven't played this game ever, have you?
Me? No.
Yeah, didn't think so. Okay, so for some reason, even though our limit is set to 10 on bread, we have got 13 bread. Don't really know why, but we do. Looks like we've built a number of plows already. And just a random male oryx walking through our town. A female oryx. Are there babies around? They just literally walked into our town. It's pretty cool. Are you a boar? Okay. Hopefully we'll be able to wrangle this female that is literally walking through the middle of our town. You, get it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty silly if you couldn't.
Yeah, just depends on what the workload percentage is and that kind of thing. Because they won't prioritize collection of new animals if there's like harvesting or stuff like that to do. What I do need them to start prioritizing is reconstruction of our huts into roundhouses. I seem to be like just at my population limit, not able to fully deal with that issue.
Hmm.
I could overbuild some more huts, but I don't really need that many more. See, they just die of starvation. It's so frustrating. Unless it's winter, they shouldn't be dying of starvation. Alright, so as you can see, our cows are no longer wandering around because they've got plows on them. Any cattle that have plows on them will not go to the stables or wander around. They will be stuck at the sledge posts. So that's why I built a bunch of sledge posts out here, because eventually we are going to be moving our farming out in this area. Currently we don't have enough hands basically to deal with the workload of planting that entire field. But we will, because that was our last season without plows. So we will get to that point. And let's see, we are probably okay on our animals that need shelter / total spaces. We're doing okay on that. So we are upgrading that to a stone stables pretty quickly here. Let's go ahead and toss these on high priority even though we're in the middle of the harvest season. That's okay.
You don't need food.
We are actually doing very good on food. We've got 237 grain. We've got all these from the summer harvest. We've got plenty of meat, especially because our animals keep dying. So it's always nice. Because they do, the villagers will slaughter those animals that die of starvation and collect their bodies. Better, lack of better terms. Yeah, we just keep running into this issue where the only orcs that spawn are male. It's a little frustrating. But that's the way the game goes. It's okay. Okay. Just looking around. Okay. Yeah, they are all young males. We don't care about young males, though. We've got plenty of males. Okay. Yeah, so we are kind of in the process of upgrading our walls as well. Really, I think we should prioritize the huts and the stables over the walls. I don't anticipate a strong raider attack for a little while yet. And even if we do get one, we've got plenty of weapons. We've got 110 bows. And here comes our trader coming through. This is going to be, this is our tools, right? That's our clothing, materials. Yes, this is our tools. Let's see what you've got. Ah, that is frustrating.
Bunch of dudes.
So let's grab the tin ore. Let's grab these 7 sickles. Let's grab the charcoal. What can we get rid of here? Get rid of 40 bones because we don't use those anymore. We can get rid of. We no longer have the flint sickles, so we can get rid of 7 of these pretty confidently because we're replacing with 7 bronze. We can get rid of flint. Let's get rid of all the bones. We don't need them. Let's get rid of the dry skins. We don't use too many of those. We still need to make up a little bit of space here. So we can get rid of some fishing rods. And what else do we want to get rid of? Let's do that. And just make up the difference with some grain. Seems fine. We've got plenty of stones right here. We may need to start collection of stone again, which thankfully we've got a nice big stockpile right here. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's get another. Maybe need 2 people on that. I don't think we need to put that many. And then probably can set the limit to 50, even though we're only at 54. But we are going to be using those quite quickly. Okay, so we're getting some good collection of food. Awesome. So let's look for another hut that's pretty well degraded. This one's pretty degraded, so let's upgrade that one. Got 2 that are coming up. So frustrating. We are 9 over on our pigs and 4 over on our sheep. So I guess it's not that big of a deal if they die. We should be able to harvest all of our grain before the end of the season. Hopefully. With those bronze sickles, it goes pretty fast. Even though we do have quite a few copper. Okay. We are up to 5 roundhouses, going on 6. So each one of those can house 5 people, so for every one that we take down, we have to lose 4 population capacity. Then they bring 5 back. So we're 10 above, so we could theoretically do 2 huts at the same time. These ones all just got fixed. This one's pretty low, so let's grab that one too. And our first warehouse is done. That's nice. The next one we want to do is probably this one. And that's because that's going to be our main hub for raw resources. We want to get that up and going at a higher capacity. We're going to see an increase in workload soon with the winter. We should be able to get rid of this field of flax. Should be okay. Should be fine. So let's see if we can see any of our cows being used to plow. That would be nice. Oh, here he goes. Look at this guy. Where's he going? Where's he going? Right. Is he gonna go this way? Yeah. Awesome. It's pretty cool. Let's utilize those plows as best we're able to. Very cool, very cool. So that's going to help us with managing our workload. You notice that even though it is planting season, we didn't hardly even go over 100% of our workload, which is really nice. Let's grab swords. We should be expecting a raider attack at some point. I don't think it's going to be terribly bad. We should be fine.
Why are they planting at the beginning of winter?
So, I don't know if you guys can hear my brother, but he asked, why are they planting in winter? So any crops that are like these vegetables, like peas, bitter veg, chickpeas, or lentils, are all planted in wintertime. And all of the grain resources are planted in the spring. And then the trees you can plant, I believe, any time, but they only give their fruit at their specific seasons. This is beautiful. It's so nice. Yeah, and the cows have a habit of just sitting there. What are they carrying? Oh, meat. They kill a bunch of stuff. Got like 5 people with sledges that are just like carrying resources. So one issue that that I was aware of at the start of the planning of this particular settlement, having our grain production on one side and our vegetable production on the other side, is the transport of the cattle with the plows from one side to another. That is a known issue. I am aware of it. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, though. I think we'll be okay. Yes! Thank God. 2 females. We are now able to purchase beer as well. Let's grab that. Why not, right? So, what do we get rid of to get to 400 trade value? Let's get rid of all of our fishing rods. These flint tools are worthless. I don't want to get rid of too many bows, because if we do have a raider attack, that is our main form of defense. We can get rid of a stack of 10 linen outfits. We could just get rid of our copper here. We have moved on to bronze, and we can't turn copper bars into bronze bars, so let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of the bones. We don't need the bones. Let's get rid of the flint. Let's get rid of anything we're not actively using that can help us in our goal of getting more cows. I think that looks good. I think that's worth it. Alright, let's check on our animal population. So we have 3 adult females, 1 young female, and we've got 7 adult males. I hope that will be enough to kickstart our population. I felt like we've been so close for so long, and it just has not been happening for us. Right. So we do have 2 sickle production metalsmiths, so we will turn one of those off and turn swords on. And then we will start producing swords, which we currently have 0. So we are going to be a little bit short on the linen outfits. We've got plenty of linen and the ability to produce linen cloth. So I'm not terribly worried about that. We've still got resources sitting out in the open. Here we go. Alright, so pretty small band. Looks like we've got 6, and so we've got 11 raiders coming. Thankfully, it's at a relatively well-defended area. I think we're at a good spot here. I'd really like for them to finish that, but we're going to have to hit that button there. Alert! Everybody get in the town. As these people get in, we'll shut the gate. Sorry, bucko, you're going to have to run the long way around. This little boy might be dead. You might be dead, boy. It's okay. We didn't like him anyways. It's fine. Alright. Cool. We do have a couple that are running to this other gate here. So let's close this gate and reopen this gate and see if we can't trick the AI into coming the other way. Or we just have guys in the towers that kill him. It'd be cool too. Cool. That should be the end of the raider attack. Easy peasy. We didn't even lose anyone. Not even that young boy that we cared so deeply about. Yeah, they're like not feeding the animals when they're in there. But they're not like sick or anything, so I don't really understand it. Look at that. Isn't that fancy? All our cows lined up with plows on their butts. So let's see how many baby cattle we have come the start of spring here. Building our roundhouses. We do have capacity for 5 more population. Ideally, we would get that other stone, or yeah, there we go. That's done. So we've got 10 available population. I don't think we'll get 10. I believe the max you can get is 5. So if we could even get 5 more people to join our settlement, get us back up to that 120 mark, that'd be pretty good. So now the people are going to come over and grab the cows and bring them over to plow our other fields. Pretty cool. Alright, so let's see if we had any orcs spawn nearby. We've been pretty unlucky. Young male, of course. Young male. Honestly. Looks like we've actually lost 2 cows. Even though they're supposed to be born in spring. So bison. Let's see. Not really seeing any. This is probably going to be that same herd. They are forever young. Let's kill them. Let's see. Wild horses. Now maybe that's an option. So that we just go for horses, even though I really don't think that's the best way to do things. There are a lot of sirens going on outside. Are you able to hear that, Trent?
No, I
Okay,
don't
good.
hear anything.
It's pretty unusual that we get sirens. Look at that. It looks like our workload peaked at about 135, even though we've got all of our fields that need to be planted. And that's just because we've got the plows going. Let's see if we actually got any. No, we had no cattle born this whole season. Oh man, that's painful.
So if you're over 100% work, do people just work longer and die early, or do you just not get stuff done?
So yeah, if the workload is over 100%, it really doesn't become a logistical issue until you get above 150. Usually over 100% just means that you've got more tasks queued than what the workforce can currently handle. But over the course of a season, if you don't add to the tasks, that workload should drop. As you can see, I've got the workload. Where's that chart? Charts. So you can see how workload fluctuates. Each point is, I believe, the end of a season. It's either the end or the middle of the season. So as you can, you can see there's ebb and flow of the workload, just depending on how much I've been adding to their plate, or lack thereof. Let's turn off what we don't want in there. Yeah, so having these cattle do the plowing makes everything go so much faster. Now, whether we're able to harvest that much food is another question. Let's find another hut. That's a good one. Slowly but surely, we're going to be able to get our population capacity up. It's probably another good one to grab. Cool. Trader. There's not really anything here we need. The beer could be nice. We can just get rid of stuff we don't need for that. Let's get rid of some wool cloth. It's fine. Get us a knowledge point for beer. Now we do not have the ability to produce beer yet. We have not researched that tech. I think we'll probably hold off on that for a little bit, until we can maintain a grain store of over 300 for a couple of seasons. We had one human immigrate. Man, we have just been not super lucky this game. It's been a little painful. We are also transitioning our housing, so that could be part of it. Yeah, we got all of our fields planted. That's the first time that's happened in a while. Let's see what storage hut is next. Probably this one. Yeah, so we're dropping down to like 60% workload here, which means that our people are going to have enough time to do the things that they need to do to take care of themselves. But come summer, we will have harvest. Looks like some of our bitter vetch went bad. That's okay. That's why we produce a variety of crops. We are having bread decay, so let's decrease our bread production. Pigs died of starvation even though it's summer, and they eat off the ground. Seems fine. So beginning of summer, we jumped by about 20% on our workload. That's going to have to do with the number of sickles that we have available and the amount of fields that we have planted. We're doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Got another stone stables going up. These are those ones that we were hunting before. That's okay. Did any more spawn? Those are bison. Let's see. It's possible that they spawned after we looked. Definitely possible. This has been a hotbed for animals all game. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have any luck again this season. It's okay. That's the way it goes. Let's grab that one. Yeah, we're doing real good on our workload. We should be able to get a good number of these huts upgraded this season. It's really just the beginning of summer, and we're just cruising at 65%. That's perfect. Looks like our trees are growing back on this side of the forest, or this side of the river, rather. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Are you able to use your like fruit and nut trees for lumber after they're past their usefulness?
That is a good question. So I don't know if you guys can hear again. He asked if you can use your fruit and nut trees for lumber after they are past their use. Well, they never really go past their use. They don't like die. And basically the short answer is no, you cannot. You either get fruit or you get lumber. Which I think was probably not the right decision on that from the developers. It just doesn't really make any sense. Okay. Looking good. Looks like we're building back our linen outfit stores. Yeah, we're doing real good on food. So, need one more point. So what are we going to research next? We might want netting actually for fish traps. Fish traps sell for 20 at the trader. So even though we are currently getting 15 for the fishing rods, we can, I believe it's just 2 linen to make a net. That's probably what our next one's gonna be. So we are sitting at 100 animal population space. We are nowhere near 100 animals. That's okay. We could be using this time for upgrading our walls. We are nearly done with the summer. I'd almost rather just that the town get caught up on other things, like collection of stone, being that we've got none. We need the stone for upgrading our huts and stuff. So it's good that we get some stone. Let's bump that up actually. And I think once it turns fall here, we'll probably take a pause and we'll call that an episode. It's been about almost 40 minutes. That's probably pretty good. So thank you for joining me. Hope you come back for the next episode. All right.